Hello, collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. So, you guys, this is for my divine masculines. Welcome back to the channel, my divine masculines. You know that I have to check in on you guys and see how you're doing. So, let's tap in. I want to see how you guys have been, see how you guys have been getting through your healing journey, getting through, just your daily life, right? Because we all have things that go on that sometimes we don't like to talk about, sometimes we don't want people to know, but I think those are the things that make us all human, right? Even though sometimes certain things going on in life can make us feel insecure or we feel maybe too embarrassed about. But again, just as a reminder, this is not a channel of embarrassment or to feel insecure or feel ashamed about anything that you've gone through in your life. This is a channel of growth. So I'm going to check in with you guys, tap in, and we're going to do a little bit of a different spread. I'm going to pull some cards from the Inner Wisdom deck just to see what the general energy is for my divine masculines. I'm then going to get some clarifiers and just to see how you guys are handling those particular issues. What are your hidden strengths and abilities, or where you're struggling at when dealing with these certain topics or things going on in your life, okay? I will also get you some advice, life advice. And then I will also get you, of course, your divine masculine healing God oracle. And then I'll get you an angel number at the end as well. All right, you guys? So let's tap in. Let's get comfortable. Let's see how my divine masculines are doing out here. Welcome back, all the current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support, you guys. You guys are incredible. I know we all have our own lives every single day. So for those of you who take the time to listen to the messages, I always pray that the messages are purposeful and helpful to you in some way, shape, or fashion. They always say there's going to be a number of haters out there, and that's never going to change. But that's never going to stop us from continuing to move forward in purpose, right? To continue on our own journeys, continue our healing. So great job for those of you who continue to move forward every day, no matter what the challenge or circumstances are. Welcome in any new followers and subscribers. Welcome into the channel. I'm so glad that you found us. Get in here and get comfortable. And I always pray that the messages are useful for you as well. And I hope that you stick around because I do have other messages on the channel that may be useful for you as well. All right, let's get started, divine masculines. Let's see what's going on in the general energy. And then, like I said, I'll get you guys some clarifiers. Let's see where you guys have, your hidden strengths and abilities. Okay, all right. So the first one out. Interesting. Okay, so a big energy. A lot of people are moving on right now at this time. I think a lot of people in the collective have become enlightened about things that it's time to move on from. So it says, in order to gain closure and healing for ourselves, we must move on from things, people, and situations we cannot change. And that is such a true statement, but such a difficult statement for most people to really apply to their life. And so I love the fact that this is really the first energy that's coming out. It's telling me that my divine masculines, you guys are really taking this very serious because you are truly ready for growth. You are truly ready for healing. You are truly ready to evolve. And so you are choosing yourself. You are choosing to walk away from those things, people, places, and situations that you realizing you can't change and that are no longer serving you as well. So let's see how you're handling this, or what's your advice. What's the advice? Okay. Okay, we have embrace. Two more. Okay. All right. So we have embrace, test, and past life. So embrace was the first one out. Embrace says, embrace the changes happening around you. Have recent changes made you uneasy? Accept them, adjust, and discover the opportunities that come with transformation. So this is confirmation for you're moving on. And it's basically saying embrace the change that comes with you having to move on and move forward. Yes, the situation may definitely be uneasy for you, but it's time to just accept. It's time to surrender, make the adjustments that you need to make so that you can start to discover those new opportunities that are going to come with your transformation that you are choosing. So that's beautiful confirmation for you guys, divine masculines. Then we have test. Life's challenges are opportunities for growth. You may be facing a difficult decision or situation, but don't shy away from it. Embrace the test and you'll emerge stronger and wiser. Again, confirmation for whatever this situation is that you are dealing with, that you're having to walk away from. Don't be afraid of this challenge. It is going to be that opportunity again for growth, right? Opportunity is a big word out here. These challenges, this choice to walk away, you dealing with this situation that is going to be challenging, but not fearing this, is going to truly help you to grow, and it's going to truly help you to become stronger and wiser. So take the wisdom from this particular situation that you are walking away from. And then we have past life. Your past has shaped who you are today, but it does not define you. Perhaps you've been dwelling too much on past memories. Look at how those experiences have helped you grow, but know that you are consistently and constantly evolving. So, again, the biggest message here for the Divine Masculine group who is deciding to move on is that embrace the changes that are coming. Don't shy away from them. Accept the challenges that you're going to have to face in order to move on, because it is just going to help with your transformation. It is going to just help with your growth. So make sure that you are just taking the wisdom with you that you are gaining from the situation, the lessons that you are learning. Don't shy away from this and understand that, yes, this is going to become a part of your past life now. And yes, it has shaped you in a lot of ways to who you are in this moment, but understand that you do not have to dwell on the past. If you dwell on the past, you will get stuck there. And if you are truly trying to move on and gain closure and start to heal, you will need to leave the past where it is, right where it is in the past, so that you can continue to evolve and move forward. So that is for my first group who I connected to with this moving on energy. So good job, you guys. Good job for making the decision. Good job for not being afraid to make the decisions that need to be made. Good job. Keep going. Okay. Stay courageous. Don't let the fear of the unknown stop you from, making the adjustments that are needed so that you can continue to move forward. Okay. Wow. Quick messages. When they want to be seen, they want to be seen. So now I have a group of you who may be having a hard time with loving yourself at this time. I have love yourself in the reverse. And it says, in order to love someone else, you must first love yourself. So, with this being in the reverse, it is telling me that some of you guys are struggling with your own confidence, with seeing your own value. And, again, like the card says, in order for anyone else to see your value, you have to see your value first. You have to understand that self-love is number one. You have to love yourself the way that God loves all of us. We all have a purpose. We are all here for a reason. And yes, everybody has different challenges in life, grows up differently in different environments, have much different experiences. And all of it matters because it does definitely shape us and who we are, right? But love yourself. Love yourself. So let's see what's going on with this energy and why I have a group of my divine masculines that might be struggling with this at this time. And let's see if I can get you some advice here. Love yourself. Okay. So the first one that came out, value indication. There you go. Confirmation. Your inner value is greater than you realize, divine masculine. Perhaps you've been questioning your worth lately. Focus on affirming your unique qualities daily, and you'll become more confident in your value. Yes, like I said, you are valuable. There are a lot of situations, especially with my divine masculines, where if you are, let's say, a head of a household, it could be where you maybe not feel appreciated as much as you should. And maybe it's because you're not getting that confirmation of appreciation from the people that are in your lives, the people that you care for, that you go to work every day and work, your ass off for. Maybe you're not hearing those words of affirmation. But let me tell you something. Your value is not based on what you can do for others. Let me say that again. Your value is not based on only what you can do for others. Okay? Your inner value, your intelligence, your faith, your drive, your determination, how you handle problems for yourself and others. You don't need external validation to understand that you are valuable. And if you are not being told that you are loved and valued and appreciated, then I'm telling you. But you have to also see the value in yourself. Because this is telling me with this value indication, and see, these scales are not in balance. Right? So that tells me that you've been questioning your own worth lately. So please, and maybe it's because you need to work on healing. Here's what's the other card that came out for you. You are in the process of healing. So I completely understand if right now your value, even to yourself, is in question. You might be going through a dark night of the soul. So that is completely understandable if you are definitely questioning your own value. Because when you are going through a dark night of the soul, when you're truly looking at maybe some choices that you've made in life, the reason why you are at a certain place in your life, single, married, connected to a romantic partner or not, you may be truly questioning your own value because you are going through a healing process. And that healing process makes you have to look at your shadow side. It makes you have to look at the ugly parts that we all have, by the way, that we all have. But that may be why you may be feeling a little bit more down about yourself in this very moment. But understand that this too shall pass. Understand that just because you are having this feeling, because this may just be a feeling that you're having, because you are healing. It says you are in the process of healing. Give yourself the time and space you need. Have you been neglecting your emotional or physical health? Prioritize self-care and allow yourself to recover fully. You have to pour into yourself. I know most of the time when people talk about, self-care and pouring into yourself, and, they're talking about feminines. But it is almost 10 times as important to my divine masculines that you take care of yourself physically and emotionally. You are the divine feminine's protector. You are, right, who we look to when maybe we can't be as strong. We want you to feel like the king that you are, but it means that you have to take care of yourself. It means that you have to value yourself first in order to make sure that others value you. You have to demand that value by having that inner worth intact, that respect level for yourself intact. So you are not taken for granted. So you are not used and abused for the things that you have to offer. So definitely keep working on your healing, my divine masculines, but do not let this make you feel that you are not valuable, because you are. And then the other card that came out is Union Universe. Your connection to the universe is stronger than you think. Have you felt disconnected lately? Reconnect with your inner spirit and the world around you. The universe is always guiding you. So some of you guys need to ground. As you are doing this healing, especially, you need to take the time to ground yourself. You need to take the time to reconnect with Mother Gaia, with the earth. You need to take the time to really connect with spirit, with your guides, with your ancestors, with God, whoever it is that you believe in. You need to reconnect yourself. You have to get yourself back in check here. And again, I don't know what's going on, because again, if it's a situation where you are moving on from a person, place, or thing, it may make you feel challenged at this time. So maybe you don't feel as valuable because there's high emotions. There's a lot going on in the situation that's making you question yourself, or there are people trying to make you question yourself. So this is just your confirmation to silence the external factors. Reconnect with spirit, reconnect with yourself, get grounded again, and understand that you are valuable. If people are telling you you are not valuable, that you are walking away from, of course they are going to be mad and going to say you're not valuable. That is to be expected, right? And not saying that everybody is that childish, but sometimes when you're dealing with people and they have resentment because you're making a decision they don't like, they can become very mean and very childish, even as adults. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it doesn't matter. And their only thing left, if you are walking away from them, is to make you feel less than worthy, less than valuable, because they know that they will no longer have access to you, no longer have access to your energy, no longer have access to your assets, no longer have access to the value that you bring to the relationship. But understand that that external factor does not determine your worth. You and God determine your worth. So it's time for you to get reconnected with spirit and get grounded again, so that you don't forget where you came from and the value that you offer. All right, my divine masculines. What else is going on in your energy at this time? What else is going on in the divine masculine's energy at this time? Okay. Guarded. Some of you guys are feeling guarded at this time. That would be understandable, especially if you're walking away from a situation, from a person, place, or thing, whatever it is, but it is making you feel unappreciated. It is making you question the love you have for yourself. It's trying to make you feel that you are not lovable, but understand that you are lovable. Your value is not determined by external factors, again, but by you and God. So let's see. guarded. Of course, it is normal to have your walls up after being hurt. Of course. But after a while, your walls may be keeping out just what you may need to heal. Take a chance. So even though you may feel guarded with this particular person or situation, never allow one situation, one person, or a couple of people make you feel so guarded that you block out everything, including the thing that you actually might need to help you heal. Tree, give me 2 more, please. 1 more, please. Okay. Had a couple of them come out here, so let's see what we got. So let's start with this one. We have tree. Like a tree, deep roots create stability and growth. Are you feeling ungrounded? Confirmation. Like I said, you need to get grounded. Focus on building a strong foundation in all areas of your life to support your long-term growth. Yeah, so like I said, some of you guys just need to get regrounded. I understand that you are guarded right now because of what you are dealing with. Understandable. Because a lot of people will not make that transition easy for you. Okay. Then we have true love. True love is a deep soul connection. Are you searching for it? Trust that it's out there, but remember to love yourself first. Confirmation. Love yourself first, my divine masculine. True love will follow naturally. Like I said, I understand that you guys are struggling with this at this time because you are moving on from a situation where you do not feel loved. That has made you question if you are lovable for a very long time. So you are absolutely 1000% guarded. But sometimes when you are too guarded, you cannot allow what you truly desire to come in. You have to be willing to take a chance, but first take a chance on yourself. First, take a chance on believing that you are worth the true love that you desire. Because if you can find that love for yourself, then the love that you need will be attracted to you naturally. So it's time to reflect. Reflection brings deep insight. Have you been avoiding self-reflection? Take time to sit with your thoughts and feelings. Your inner world holds the answers you seek. It's time for you to take time for self-care, for self-love, divine masculines. Again, I want you to understand that you are vital to the divine love, divine connection between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. As our divine feminines are working on healing, we also need you as a divine masculine, our counterpart, to also be healing. True love, true divine love, twin flame connections, soulmate connections, soul bonds are possible when both people decide whether you know each other or not at this point in time in your life, but both people decide to heal. It makes it easier for the love that you seek, the love that you desire to be attracted towards you. It makes it easy to create stability, true rooted stability, grounded in long-term growth when you decide to heal and grow, when you decide to reflect on yourself, to gain insight instead of avoiding the tough things, instead of avoiding the hard feelings, the hard emotions that you don't want to really feel, and truly reflect on why you are where you are in your life and what you can do to turn that around towards a better direction for you. Because this, by doing so, will help you find your purpose. It will help you find your guidance so you can move forward. Because if you've been feeling lost, it's time to refocus on what truly matters to you and pursue the things that bring meaning and fulfillment. This is what has been lacking. This is why you feel lost, because you have not found that purpose. But it is time to reflect, because it seems like you are ready to truly ground yourself in a deep way because you desire love. But it means letting down your guard. It means taking a chance. It means not keeping out the thing that you really want. And again, I understand that the past has shaped you to be who you are at this very moment. It is sometimes hard to get out of that mindset of who you've always been told you should be, because that's exactly what's happened. You've been told this is who you should be. You have the power to change yourself to be whoever it is you desire to be, to find your own purpose, to truly pursue the things that bring meaning and fulfillment to you, not anyone else. This is not about people pleasing anymore. This is not about trying to please your parents, please your friends, please your coworkers, your managers. What do you want out of your life? What does your heart truly desire? It's time to take time to reflect in order to find it. But open up your gate a little bit. Don't be so guarded, because you do need support through this process. It's not mandatory, but in order to allow any energy in, your gates can't be closed. You have to open them a little bit at a time, and then a little bit more. It will allow energy to flow in that you need. And it's interesting how I pulled these cards off the board and the only one left is this true love. This tells me that this is your heart's desire at this time. But see how opposite these are. You cannot believe that you are not lovable, but want someone to love you. It's time to flip these around so you can attract in what it is you desire. It's time for you to love yourself so that true love can find you. Divine Masculine. What is in the energy of my Divine Masculines at this time? What is in the collective energy for the Divine Masculines at this time? What is in the energy of the Divine Masculine? No, in the reverse. No is a word we all need to use more often and stand on it. We also need to accept and receive it as a right of others. So with it being in the reverse, it is telling me that there's a group of you guys who have a hard time saying no. And I'm assuming this has to do with a particular person, place, or thing. And at the bottom of my deck, this is a person, place, or thing that seemingly has your heart at this time. So that's why this is a challenge to you to say no to this person, this situation, because they have a very important part of you. And it is hard to disconnect your thoughts and your emotions. What is the advice? What needs to be worked on? What are the strengths and abilities needed for the Divine Masculines in order to deal with this situation at this time? One more, please. Yes, you feel guilty. This is why you are having a hard time saying no. You are weighed down heavy with guilt. Look at this picture. Guilt. The guilt is so heavy. Guilt can hold you back. Are you carrying the weight of past decisions? Forgive yourself and move forward. Only then can you truly grow. You have to let go of this guilt that you're feeling in this situation at this time. You have to be okay with saying no, even if this is somebody who you used to love that has your emotions all over the place probably at this time. Your emotions are guiding you through life's challenges. Have you been suppressing your feelings? Let them flow naturally. Whether joy or sadness, your emotions are your strength. I feel like you've been hiding how you truly feel about this particular situation for a very long time, and it is the guilt that is weighing you down because you are being tested. There's a lot of life challenges happening around you, and you feel a level of guilt. You have a high level of emotion that you are trying to hide because of these tests and challenges that you are facing. But you have a hard time saying no because these are people that you are linked to, that you are connected to. You are attracting people and opportunities that align with your energy, but you have to not feel guilty at this time. You have to let go of the guilt, of the shame, because it is time for you to truly attract towards you the people that you need. Because again, that true love card was there for a reason. That true love card tells me that this is what you truly desire, but you have to be willing to walk away and say no to those people, places, and things that you do not desire anymore, that you no longer need, that are not there for your highest good, that make you feel guilty every single day for just wanting to be yourself, for just wanting to change, for just wanting to grow, for just wanting better for yourself. These are not people that are going to give you true love that you desire. So you have to be willing to say no and stop being afraid of your emotions. It sounds like you may have been told that emotions make you weak, that you are not to express your true emotions, that you are to smile and to laugh through your pain and behind closed doors, cry all you want to by yourself. This is not the time to suppress. This is the time to express so that you can speak what it is you truly seek and attract what it is that you truly need, which is true love. Finally. What is the energy in my divine masculine collective at this time? Humility. Some of you guys may struggle with being humble. Maybe you have a level of ego that will not allow you to show your vulnerability. Or maybe you are being too humble in a situation where you need to stand your ground in order to obtain what you desire, which is to move on and learn how to stop hating yourself or feel like you are not valuable, because that's how the people make you feel that you are around constantly, that keep you guarded and keep your emotions hidden behind a wall where they really need to be expressed, caressed, nurtured, healed. But because you have a hard time saying no, and maybe people pleasing is something that you've been trained to do all your life, you have been humbled and not able to use your voice in the way that you need to. But life has a funny way of teaching us humility. However, the greatest lesson to learn from our tests and trials is not to be bitter, but to be greater. It is time for you to be greater for yourself. It is time for you to grow, heal, and evolve. So that means that you need to speak out and stand your ground. Because it seems like at the bottom of the deck, it's time to take out the trash. It's time to get rid of the people and things that no longer serve you and hold you back from your true life purpose. Trust. Trust is essential for moving forward. Are you doubting the path ahead? Have faith in the universe's plan and in yourself. Take the next step with confidence. This is your confirmation. It is time for you to move forward. My divine masculine. It is time to trust and move forward from this illusion. What you see may not always be the full picture. Are you caught up in a false image of or misunderstanding? Look beyond the surface and the real truth will reveal itself. You've already seen the illusion. Are you ready to trust that it's time to move forward and find the truth? Trust, observe. Your intuition is quietly guiding you, but sometimes you need to pay more attention to the small changes around you. Reflect on recent moments of confusion. By observing the little details, you'll sharpen your intuition over time. Oh, this was also flipped. Telepathy. Your intuition is connecting you with others. Have you experienced moments of deep understanding with someone? Pay attention to these subtle connections. They could hold the answers you need. So there are people around you that are trying to connect with you, that are trying to support you without maybe saying anything, because they want you to use your intuition and know that they also want better for you. They also see that you are unhappy and they are waiting for you to finally make the decision and see it for yourself. But maybe they don't want to speak it out because they want you to make the decision. They don't want to control your choices in your life, but understand that there are people around you who truly care about you at this time, and they see that you are unhappy and they want you to make a better decision because they know that you deserve better. They see that you've been miserable for so long that it's time for you to trust yourself. Trust that it is time to move forward and stop doubting your path. Have faith that the universe has a plan for you so you can step forward in confidence because you see the illusions and you see them every single day. You've observed them every day for a very long time. So trust in yourself. Trust in the universe. Don't doubt yourself, Divine Masculine. You guys know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Get you a few cards of advice. I understand that change is not easy and it is scary, and most of us fear the unknown, but fear is an illusion as well. Peaks reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. This is where it's time for you to go. It's time for you to start to climb that mountain that may seem very high, but honestly, the fact that you are choosing to make that change, you've already reached your peak. It's just time for you to believe in yourself and trust yourself. What else? Pathfinder, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. Exactly. Like I said, you have to trust yourself, Divine Masculine. It's time. So trust your path. Listen to intuition, seek direction, and embrace discovery. Answers reveal the journey within. You got this. Stop doubting yourself. Worthy goal. Yes, get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. Yes, it is worth it for you to find what truly makes you happy at this time, because maybe you've been doing everything to make everybody else happy and it is your time for you. If that includes the people that are currently in your life, then so be it. But everybody's situation will be different. There are some of you that will need to walk away from the people who have been weighing you down for a very long time in order for you to truly find what it is you desire. Eclipse of concealment. Navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awaiting revelations. Yes, because secrets emerge. In the rhythm of cycles, the hidden is unveiled. Await the reveal with an open heart and mind. You have found the information recently that you need to make this decision. You are now able to see past the illusions that clouded your judgment and your mind for a very long time, the manipulation, the words that seemed to be words of appreciation or affirmation, but that were really words of manipulation. You now see clearly. Again, trust yourself. Rising flames, let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. It is time for you to find your passion, divine masculine. Affirmation again. One more, please. Fulfill promise. Stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destiny fulfillment. Confirmation. All right. Let me get you your healing oracle from your divine gods. And then I will get you your angel number, my divine masculines. I really hope this message has been helpful for you. Thank you so much for still being here with me and being part of the collective. I'm excited for your growth. I know that life can be challenging all the time, but I always pray that you continue to not fear the challenges, but face them head on with courage, because you are worth the fight. I don't care what anybody else has said to you. You are worth the fight. Beautiful. Osiris. When you feel lost, self-discovery will lead you to be enchanted with life once more. Rejuvenation is found in the fertile soil left exposed amongst the vestiges of the last season. Osiris's message. Certain phases of life guide you to points of feeling lost. There are times when you feel like you have experienced a death of one phase of life, but are yet to return from the underworld. This serves a purpose. Dark night of the soul. When you venture on the journey back to yourself, you will find hidden gems you would not have unearthed without being lost in the first place. Feeling lost provides you with an opportunity to meet yourself deeper than you ever have previously. The intimate connection you will cultivate as you ponder the question, who am I? Will be a thing of beauty and discovery. You will find resurrection. As you emerge from your deep excavation, you will unearth unfound enchantment. As the dust settles, look in the rubble and you will see. This is a time to reintroduce both purpose and productivity, balanced with pleasure and freedom. Each polarity aids in the achievement of the other. Times of joy give you the energy needed to produce results you are proud of. Seeking only pleasure can become a vice, providing hits of dopamine and escapism. To prevent this, introduce a balance of other key elements such as shadow work. Check out my shadow work messages on the channel. Community and life purpose. The dark night of the soul and gnarly awakening or healing leads to a loss of enthrallment. In brighter times, you may have found pleasure in a variety of activities such as reading, fantasy novels, participating in team sports, playing music, spending time in nature, not having to-do lists for the day, creating art, playing video games, and pursuing hobbies solely for fun rather than skill development. Collect these jewels to place gently back in your arsenal. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Indulge in simple joys. Rebirth requires walking into the unknown, stepping onto uncharted territory without all the answers. This can be scary, yet it can be scintillating. As you allow the dust to settle after shadowy times, it is time to contemplate what is your unique expression. No more wondering what other people think. Crafting an impactful life requires not caring about the opinions of others. If you want to break the mold, you can't fit into it any longer. Ponder who you are and what you want. The answers will come. Persevere as you encounter abundant new opportunities during this time of rebirth. Dredge off the sludge, wade through the drudgery, and enter a shining new cycle. Your regeneration will give you a blank slate to do as you please. Beautiful message for my divine masculines and confirmation. This is what you are experiencing. You are going through this challenge that is making you have to reinvent yourself, because for decades, for some of you guys, you have always been told who you were supposed to be. And now that you see through this illusion, you can no longer live in it comfortably. So now it is time to go through that dark night of the soul to figure out who it is you truly are deep down, to go back to the simple joys, the things that you used to love when you were younger, that put a smile on your face, that were just about you. Refocus on the simple joys of life in order to figure out what it is you truly desire from your heart space, and to heal. I love that message from Osiris. That's beautiful for my divine masculines at this time. Well, let me close this out. Let me get you guys your angel number with your last bit of advice. What is the most important angel number and advice needed for my divine masculines at this time? What is the most important angel number and advice needed for my divine masculines at this time? Angel number 433. Angels oversee. Ask for help. You may have been feeling lost as to which direction to go in life lately. Your angels acknowledge this and ask you to put your faith in them. Write down the decisions you've been putting off, then ask your angels for divine guidance about how to proceed. And draw another card while asking for insight into your next steps. Okay. So, angels, let's see. The next question for our divine masculine group then can be, what should be their next step once they ask for help? Angel number 1, 2, 3, stepping stones. Be on your way. You are on a distinct path and are well on your way to your goals. You need to pay attention to the details, as each choice you make presents a small part of the big picture. The little things matter. Take a moment right now to close your eyes and visualize a path in front of you leading you to your heart's desire. Beautiful. Angel number 433, the angels will help oversee. Ask for their help. As you ask for their help, small steps, stepping stones, constant movement forward, but pay attention to even the smallest of details because every choice, even the little things, matter. And visualize the path and what's at the end of that path that your heart is desiring at this time. All right, my divine masculines. That is the message I have for you today. I pray that it is useful for you. I hope that it gave you some food for thought. If it resonated for you, please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. But until next time, you guys, bye. And P.S., you got this.